I want to know what your secret is. I know what your secret. Oh, God.
It's not a secret.
I'm giving up coffee.
How the fuck did you know that? How did you? I
Why?
I'm not giving it up. I was just like, I wonder if I should like slow down on the coffee. And so just to see like how I feel. Like I'm 48. I've been drinking coffee since I was like 22. So I was like, do I need to slow down on coffee? I'm not sure. Let me just see what I feel like when I don't actually drink it. This is week 4 of me not drinking any coffee.
I literally couldn't function.
I've only been drinking. Of course, I still double down on my water because you know I love my water, and I've just replaced my coffee with all the tea. People, please, for those that are listening to this episode, please watch the video. It's on our YouTube channel because you need to see Alyssa clinking her mugs because she's double fisting coffee today,
I have
and
drip
that was pretty
coffee.
funny.
I have drip coffee and I have a cappuccino. So we're covering all the things. I will one day have a heart attack. So
Yeah.
to
So it's
be
been an
fair, I
interesting
do stay
time.
up all night. So I kind of
Yes, you do.
I
Yes,
live
you
on
do.
caffeine and melatonin and
Hmm.
magnesium. Magnesium.
Oh, you know, I my magnesium. I have this hemp magnesium powder that I take, and that has been a serious game changer because now I actually sleep. I've been taking that for like 3 4 months. I could not
Magnesium's
believe what it did.
huge.
I had no idea.
Well, there's
I
all
had
different
no
kinds
idea.
of magnesium. So different magnesiums will help you with different things.
Yeah.
Like if you need to poop, you take this magnesium. If you need to sleep, you
Right.
take that magnesium. If you got aches and pains, take this other magnesium. Magnesium.
Right. It's
All
it's
you idiots
amazing.
on TikTok that are drinking borax, stop that. Borax? Okay,
I'm
I've been
sorry.
up
I
for
use that
like,
in my laundry. What are you talking? Wait, I'm
did you
sorry.
not
Wait,
know
stop.
this?
Stop,
Do
stop,
you not
stop.
know this?
Stop it. Wait, hang
Do
on.
you not
Hang on.
know this?
No, I use borax because it's a laundry booster.
Correct.
I
Correct.
use that in my
Correct.
laundry for years.
Correct.
But you just said out of your mouth, that people
Correct.
on TikTok
Correct.
are drinking borax,
Correct.
the laundry booster that I've been using for many, many
Correct.
years.
With a pinch of salt.
Alyssa,
Allegedly, according to idiots, it is supposed to like fix inflammation. Look, I don't know.
I, I, I am very disturbed in this present moment. I don't understand what's happening. Why would you drink
I
that?
say if you were like, "Hey, maybe this borax thing has," no, just go get some magnesium.
I did not know people were doing that. I had not fell on that side of TikTok.
I think I
So
get a lot of those kind of like wackadoodle medical things. Not the people being like, "Oh yes, do it." I get the people like, "I can't believe people are doing this." I get the commentary on it. I think because I
yeah.
also get nurse talk things, so
Oh
eventually I
yes,
get like all
yes.
the weird, eventually it falls into my lap.
I I think for myself, I am not very experimental on those kind of weird things. Like I'm terrified of like ingesting something and like I don't
I
know,
would
accidentally,
not drink
you
laundry
know,
detergent. Like, I'm sorry.
like
There's
what's
no,
happening there?
you could tell me it's going to make me drop the 30 pounds I gained from COVID and it's
Okay?
going to like clear my skin and make me, I don't know, have luscious Disney princess hair. And I
Right?
still would be like,
No,
mm-mm,
thank you. No, thank you.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
All right, we're going too far, guys, on this, try this, try. We're going way too far.
No, 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 no,
This is
no,
a
no. I
bridge.
can't believe
I
you didn't
absolutely,
know that.
I had not
I
crossed that
thought that
side
was
of
just
TikTok.
like general knowledge at this point.
No, no.
It's like the crunchy boomer QAnon people are doing borax shots, and allegedly all the Gen Zers are eating Tide Pod.
I am very disturbed by this bit of information.
I cannot be the most
Okay.
disturbing piece of information I've ever given you. Do not remember the chicken incident.
Oh, okay. Yes, but I'm just saying, like, the amount of, I don't know, the amount of, sure, I'll give it a try attitude that people have, and in regard to just like putting things in their body is like astounding to
Naomi,
me.
the amount of things people put in
Other parts.
their rear parts,
All
they
right,
made
people.
entire shows about this, okay?
Listen, people, if you're out there, if anyone listening is thought to themselves, you know what? I'm gonna try taking borax. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to TBR Lowdown with
This is gonna be a fun episode because I've been awake for, like, how long? I don't even know. I've been awake a really long time, and
is like what is up, what is down? Are you there? What is up, what is
I
down?
don't
You
know
know?
what day it is, to be honest with you. Is it Friday?
It is absolutely Friday.
Well, that's good to
Yes.
know. It could be
Yes.
any day, I don't know
Yes,
anymore.
yes, yes. Oh, also sidebar, we did watch Painkillers. Did I tell you
Oh,
that?
how did you like it?
I thought it was really well done. I mean, really
Really well
just
done, right?
got you in the heart, just like also gut punched you. Also, if anyone, I mean, they need to read the book though, because there's like
Yes,
so much that obviously was not included. You just can't include everything.
you can't.
But if you watched it and you really enjoyed that show, or limited series rather, you really need to get the book if you haven't read it, because like
And the book is Empire of
reading,
Pain, if
right, Empire
for
of
some
Pain by
reason you didn't
Patrick
know.
Radden Keefe, having learning the full story will take you to another level. Like watching it makes you very upset, makes you very sad, makes you just like have all this empathy for these people, makes you so angry at this, Sackler family. But reading the full story, another level.
I don't I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this to make it not sound wrong, like a misrepresentation wrong.
Yeah,
I feel like, yes, the show focuses on the Sacklers, but not the way the book
not
does.
the way
I
the book
think the
does.
book gives you so much more insight on the Sacklers themselves, and I think the show does give you that, but it focuses
It's
a
the
lot more on
effects of
the
what the
effects of what they did to the people.
exactly, exactly.
Everything from everybody who, sorry, I got a new fountain pen and I'm trying to figure out how to fill it. So, video people, I have blue fingers. Um, I like, you see the people that took the oxycontin, and are addicted. You see the people selling it. I mean, the scenes when they're at the thing in Miami or whatever, and they're in the bathroom, like how I think what it was really interesting is how trippy
Yeah.
and well filmed it is. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
cinematically, it's done really well. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's so good.
It
When he
really
bites
is.
his finger, oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. It was just, oh man, oh, we don't want to give anything away, but like, man, you really feel for these families. You really
I mean,
do. It was so hard.
be prepared for something intense though. Like, this is
Yeah.
it's hard. And I loved that every episode when they did their disclaimers,
Mm-hmm.
it was somebody affected by this
Yep.
who has lost somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah. Even what's the black lady's name from Orange Is the New Black, the main lady. Even
Oh,
though,
okay.
because like even when she's just sitting at that table talking with those lawyers, like
And I
just
love that
her,
she essentially narrated it all.
yeah, right, but it was like full of so much emotion, and like she really made you feel, and
Mhm.
I loved every minute of it. I watched them back to back to back to back.
Oh yeah, I
I
binged
couldn't
it all
stop.
in a morning.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. So read the book Empire of Pain, watch the adaptation Painkillers. Well worth your time.
It is. It is. It's good. But
Yeah.
be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Anyway, anyway, where's my little thing
Do you
here?
like all my skulls though? I'm ready.
Yes, I love it. I'm so focused on your headphones because
My
they're so
ears,
cute. They're so
my
cute.
adorable little ears. But look, we have matching backgrounds now.
I know, I love it.
It's like we're in the same room.
I love it. I
They're
love it.
so
How
funny.
do you like the lights?
I like them. I just
Yay!
need to figure out like a better general setup behind me. But they
hmm
work for
hmm
now. They're literally on stacks of books on the floor.
Hey, whatever works. I like the app. It's very easy to use and you
Oh,
play with
there's
the
an
color.
app.
Yeah, what were you? How were you? Yeah, what did you do? Oh, I'm not using that. I just left that in the box.
Oh, this works.
Yeah, the app. Oh, wait, this way.
Oh, I don't know. I just
Yeah,
use this.
you can turn it off and on, change your colors, and yeah, install that app.
Okay. I hate downloading apps. I have too many apps as it is. I don't like it.
I know. Well, listen,
And
tell the people what you've been reading lately. What are you reading?
okay, so and this actually ties into our anticipated, but so spoiler of one of those, but I have been doing a reread along with some people of the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab.
Oh, because there's a new one
Um
coming out that I saw in someone's
yes.
video on YouTube.
Yes, so you've already spoiled one of my things, but that's cool. We knew that was coming. So I'm somewhere like a quarter of the way through book 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to get them all done, before the release. You don't need to have read these before the new one sort of in the
Yeah.
world, but you don't. But it's kind of nice, and I enjoy rereading this because this is a really nostalgic read for me. I really love this. This reminded me, this was like the first series of fantasy I'd read in like probably decades, and since like reading kids kind of fantasy stuff. And
Yeah.
I remember how much I love like magic and all that kind of fun stuff.
That's
So
nice.
if for some reason you have no idea what this is about Kel and his many coats. He's got a magical coat that can be many coats. It's like 100 coats in one. And he is a magician. He's the kind of magician that doesn't really exist anymore, and there's only 2 of them, him and Holland. And it's set in a London where there's 4 different Londons, and there used to be a way to go travel through all of the Londons, but magic has kind of been broken, and really Kel's the only one who travels between them, and Holland does as well because of their magic. And there's like Grey London that has no magic, and that's like our regular London, and it's kind of set in a Georgian period. Um, so kind of like Bridgerton. And then Red London, White London, and Black London. And I'm sorry, it's gray, red, white, black. And so the closer you get to black, the sort of more magic it has. But it's no, I did that wrong. It's gray, white, red, black. And the closer you get to the Black London, you have more magic. But
hmm
in Black London, the magic is like so corrupted that it's broken and fallen, and you can't really get there. And so there's just a lot of politics, and but not in like a heavy way, and the magic's really well done, and the story is very engaging, and there
Mm.
is a bit of a romance, but it's not really like heavily focused on it as
Yeah.
much as like some romantasy is. And I would even call it romantasy, so that's how much it doesn't focus on it, and it's just really well done. I love it so much. Holland's a
Mm.
really great like dark, almost Snape like character. And it's really good. It's really, I just love it.
Wow.
It's a
Yeah.
little, it's a little queer. It's good.
Oh. Hmm.
There's pirates. Like
So
I can't. What can you be mad about? There's pirates. There's magic. There's queerness.
so it's YA or it's adult?
It's adult,
Okay. Okay. And so
but
the new
not
book,
like super old adult.
right.
Yeah.
So the new book is not like a continuation of that
It's set in the
trilogy?
same world, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. But it's set in the same world, but it's not like necessarily these characters. You don't need
Okay.
to necessarily have read this. It doesn't tie into the storyline like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I've
you'll have a
seen
better understanding of things, like, generally, if you
if you read it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing videos pop up on YouTube with people just like you enjoying reading that trilogy again and just really having a good time doing that and being back in
It's
that world.
really remarkable how well done it is, and I really love it.
Maybe I should have unhauled those books.
I didn't know that you had unhauled them, so now I'm mad at you.
Yep. Yep.
I want the new covers, but
Cats out the bag, guys. Well, if I see them again, maybe I'll pick them up. You've just made me want to read them.
it's good. I think it's really well done. I mean, it's interesting. So like in book 2, um so like in book 1, Kel meets Lila Bard, who ends up being his like romantic interest. Um, and he's kind of like really free and she's kind of not. And then in book 2, through a series of circumstances, those roles kind of reverse. And then you've got
Mm-hmm.
this Holland character that kind of comes in and he's there the whole time, but then he really gets added into the whole like mix and dynamic by
Okay.
book 3. So it's really it builds very nicely on itself. I really
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Trying not to spoil anything for anybody.
Well, whenever we do our next get together and do our big old massive book run, I'm definitely going to look out for it and get it again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try for something like in November, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. See what I can do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm very excited about one of my, because I'm currently reading like 4 books, but one of
Hmm.
my current reads, I think I may have found a new favorite sci-fi author because I've started my journey into reading Elizabeth Moon's books.
Oh, nice.
This is Trading in Danger. It's amazing. I'm in love already. So I've stopped at chapter 10. So I'm like
Hmm.
almost 158 pages in. And I don't know how to say her name. Kalara, Kalara, whatever.
You just want to call her Kyra.
I do want to call her Kyra. So she was in this academy, a military academy,
Hmm.
and she helped out someone. And it wasn't a bad thing that she did.
Hmm.
However, the help that the person needed, it looks bad on the military. And so it got out what Clara did. I am saying her name wrong, I know. I'm gonna call her by her last name, Bata. So it was a big scandal, and they asked her to leave the academy like right away, like not like next week, but like basically we will bring your stuff out to you. Just basically leave now while the other cadets are in class so no one sees you, so that the media doesn't see you. Basically, just get out now, write your resignation letter, and like we're done with you. And so her family comes to pick her up, and we come to find out that she's this only daughter of a family full of sons, and she's a part of this big family, the Bata family, and they have this company called Bata Transport. And so, they're not worried about it. All the sons and the father, they've like figured out like what her next move is going to be. They basically figured out what her next plan in her, career is going to be without, of course, any input from her. And so she is going to be taking one of the Bata ships, to do a run. So she gets all prepped for that and she goes on this run and she encounters this group of people that were waiting on another run, but it did not arrive. So she has this grand plan to basically do this contract with this company outside of her family. And then we just kind of go from there. I don't think I should tell anymore because I may give things away. But
Don't give things
I
away.
love how this is written. Right. I love how this is written. I'm loving the characters, and I am on this ride of Trading in Danger. I love it so much. So I'm so glad that I did find all the books in this series at McKay so I could just boom read them back to back. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So this is Trading in Danger, book 1. I think this is the Bottle War series by Elizabeth Moon.
I always love how much you love your sci-fi.
I do love my sci-fi so much. I do. Oh, it's also Sci-Fi September.
Ah,
So there you go. Add it to
it's
your list.
Schwab-tember.
Add it
It's
to your list.
Schwab-tember. We can fight over
Oh,
that.
is that what you guys are calling it? That's so cute.
I mean, I didn't make the name.
Oh,
It's not me. I'm
okay.
just a passenger on this ship.
We love it. We love it.
Anywho, so yeah, we have fall's just around the corner,
Yeah.
and it is my favorite time of year to read, I think.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of stuff coming out. I have a bunch of stuff coming out on my books. I've been up for a very long time.
I
Um,
know.
there's a lot of books coming out that I'm really excited for.
Same.
I
Same.
I I whittled mine down to 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was not clear. I was giving you show title and I was not clear on, oh, just
It's
5
okay.
each. Yeah,
It's
that was
hard
my
with
bad.
you. It's hard with you because you could want me to pick 20.
I know, but I was so good, right? So
You
good.
were
I'm like
so
just
good.
5 each.
She's so good. So I whittled down my list of what was actually 11 to, to 5.
Yeah.
And we're excited to give you some of our anticipated reads for this fall season. Um, you're going to pull up things that you have in your hands, I'm assuming.
I only have 3 physical out of the 5.
All right. I only have 2. So
Yeah. So,
anyway, do you want to go first?
sure. I am gonna okay, this is perfect because I think you're gonna actually you may already have it. Okay, I'm gonna start with Jasmine Ward's upcoming novel. Do you have that?
No.
Okay, they sent me 2 copies.
Oh,
So
oh, I love getting book mail.
I'll send you one.
Ooh, nice. I love getting book mail. Send
So
me book
yeah,
mail.
the box is beautiful. They sent me the new novel and they sent Sing Unburied Sing that was in
Oh,
here.
nice.
So that was exciting. So I'll send you that when I also send you A Suitable Boy. So this is Jasmine Ward's highly anticipated upcoming novel called Let Us Descend. It is out October 3rd. And I'll just read a little bit on the inside. It says, Let Us Descend is a reimagining of American slavery, as beautifully rendered as it is heart wrenching. Searching, harrowing, replete with transcendent love, the novel is a journey from the rice fields of the Carolinas to the slave markets of New Orleans and into the fearsome heart of a Louisiana sugar plantation. Anna's sold south by the white enslaver who fathered her is the reader's guide through this hellscape. As she struggles through the miles long march, Annis turns inward, seeking comfort from memories of her mother and stories of her African warrior grandmother. That's all I'll say.
Oh, interesting.
So this is out from Scrivener on October 3rd.
How do I
Yeah.
not have a copy of that from
I don't
Scrivener?
know. I don't know.
Weird. Maybe I have an arc. No, I don't think I have an e-arc of it. It's weird.
Well, I'm going to send you
Um,
a physical
I may have
copy.
just maybe I just missed it. Anyway,
Yeah.
Scrivener sends me stuff all the
I
time,
mean,
so
I've
that's why it's
had this
weird.
for a while. I got this before I even moved. It was sent to the old house. I got it like in May. I've had it for a while.
Maybe I just missed that one. I don't know. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of things have been going on.
I
You
know.
know
I
that.
know.
All right. So because we talked so much about it,
Oh,
the
I'm
first one on my
sorry.
list.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The date changed. The new release date is October 24th.
Okay.
Okay.
So my first one is, of course, the Fragile Shed. The frat. This is good. This is you're gonna be like, Alyssa, please stop filming when you're sleep
Mama
deprived.
needs sleep.
The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. It's out on the 26th of September, which is why we are rereading this right now in rapid succession. I also read them like that too because I just really love them. But anyway, this is a spin-off of A Darker Shade of Magic. And it's still set in the Four Londons. And this means the shift as a new magician surfaces and a rebellion looms. So you've got new people to follow, but it's still set in the world of where you have like a world's connected by these Londons. And I guess that's kind of a better way for me to explain it. It's not like there's just a world of Londons like in a tube.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that's the only place that like connects all four worlds is London.
Oh,
And
so like London's
so
a
as you
portal.
yeah, so it ends up being a portal, and there's
Oh,
like a pub that in particular that seems to sit at sort of the nexus of everything.
okay.
And there's certain spots that are kind of the same throughout,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe they're not like what like say like the pub isn't the same pub in every place, but that spot is a portal or a nexus or whatever.
Okay,
So
got it. Okay,
anyway, so
that
it
makes
says,
sense.
meanwhile, one unusual girl might hold the fate to all four worlds in her hands. So we'll see rebellion magic. I'm assuming there's going to be a little bit of love. I'm hoping that there'll be some cameos from characters that we know and love. So we'll see.
I'm
I'm
excited
excited.
for you. I'm excited for you.
I have an e-arc of it, so we'll see.
Nice. Okay. All right. My next one is The Premonition by Banana Yoshimoto, translated from the Japanese by Asa Yonida.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful cover. So this comes out. I have my notes. This comes out from Counterpoint on October 10th. It says Yayoi, a 19-year-old woman from a loving middle class family, has lately been haunted by the feeling that she has forgotten something important from her childhood. Her premonition grows stronger day by day, and as if led by it, she decides to move in with her mysterious aunt Yokina. For as long as Yoyao can remember, Yokina has lived alone in an ivory covered house quietly, almost as though sleep. She eats only when she feels like it and often falls asleep on the floor in the hallway. She sometimes wakes Yayoi at 2 a.m. to be her drinking companion or serves flan for dinner in a huge mixing bowl as she watches Friday the 13th over and over to comfort herself. A child's study desk, old stuffed animals, moldy umbrella stands, things Yokino wants to forget are piled up in her backyard like a graveyard of her memories. It sounds weird and I'm into it. It is very short.
I've only read Kitchen, and it was good and weird.
Yeah. So again, that is out from Counterpoint on October 10th. Yeah.
So this isn't all fantasy, because why would it be
But
all
even if it
fantasy?
is, that's totally okay.
But it's also a lot of fantasy. But anyway,
I'm here for it.
um, it's hard because I kind of had an even longer list if we really put everything in. But anyway,
Yeah,
uh, so last year I read The Employees by Olga Ravin.
I
So
remember.
this year at the end of September, September 26th, again, My Work by Olga Ravin comes out. And this is a radical and funny look at motherhood.
Hmm.
After giving birth, Anna finds herself in an unfamiliar city, consumed by online shopping and doom scrolling. To get out of her funk, she forces herself to start writing. The novel was originally published in 2020, but was just translated, new translation from Danish. Um, so this mixes different literary forms: fiction, essay, poetry, memoirs, letters, to explore the complex nature of women's work, which I'm all about. I love it,
Mm.
and I'm excited to see what it is. I don't know if you ever read The Employees. It's a very like you either, I feel like you either loved that book or you were like, "What is this?" And I
Right.
absolutely loved it. I thought it was like this really bizarre ride, and sometimes you just kind of like let go and you're like, "All right, I'll do it." And they'll
Yeah.
just see where it takes me. And I really enjoyed where it took me. I thought it was
I
well
like
done.
it. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see this like weird hodgepodge of stuff that she's gonna do.
Hmm. I like it.
Hmm.
And what language is that translated from?
Danish.
Danish. Okay. Yeah, I do remember you reading that. I've heard good. I've heard more good things about it than not. So.
Uh yeah, I mean, I think it was like nominated for a Hugo or a
Mhm.
Nebula. I can't remember which one's which.
Mhm.
But anyway, so it was, you know, got it
Yeah.
critically acclaimed. So
I like it. All right. My next one is fantasy. The
mm,
Hexologist by Josiah Bancroft. Thank you, Orbit, for this. I think I should thank everyone for all these things. Thank you, Counterpoint, for the premonition, and thank you, Scrivener, for Let Us Descend. So
nice.
I'm excited to read this. It sounds really interesting. The Hexologist, Isolde and Warren Wilby are quite accustomed to helping desperate clients with the bugbears of city life. Aided by hexes and a bag of charm relies, the Wilbys are well acquainted with the weird and they never shy away from a challenging case. But when they are approached by the royal secretary and told the king pleads to be baked into a cake, going so far as to wedge himself inside a lit oven, the Wilbys soon find themselves embroiled in a mystery that could very well see the nation turned on its head. It just sounds really fun, and I'm just excited to try it. I
It does
still
sound
want to
cute.
read his other series. What was it? The Towers of
I don't
Babylon,
know.
something like that. Anyway, but I'm excited to try his writing out for the first time. And this
That sounds
comes
cute.
out September 26th from Orbit.
That sounds really cute and fun, like
Yeah,
whimsical.
it
That's
does.
the word
It
I'm looking for.
does. Yeah. So
Ooh.
I'm excited. That's the last of my physical ones, and my next two are I don't have the copies.
Well, here's my first physical one. And thank you, Scribner. It is Death Valley by Melissa Broder. You knew this was coming out in this mix. You must have known this. So this is
Mhm.
coming out October 3rd. This is the author of Milkfed and the Pisces, or yeah, I always want to say, is it Pisces or the Pisces? It's the
I think
Pisces.
it's the Pisces,
It
right?
is the Pisces. So this is like trippy sounding. So I'm gonna give you sort of the tagline. It says a darkly funny novel about grief that becomes a desert survival story. So essentially, this woman arrives at a Best Western and she's trying to like, get over whatever's plaguing her.
Yeah.
Um, she had a like her dad's in the ICU, her husband's sick, like she's just left all that behind and she ends up in the middle of the desert and she goes for a hike and then somehow she like enters a cactus and it just gets weird from there, you know. So, I'm just excited for some weird and lovely writing from Melissa Broder.
I have
Also,
that
I,
one too.
I mean Hot Pink.
Yeah.
We
I
love it.
haven't read it yet, but I do have it.
I haven't read it yet, but we're gonna get
All right. Well, this is one that I'm really, really excited about reading. So much so, I might pre-order it. It is. It's called Julia by Sandra Newman, and
there.
this comes out October 24th from Mariner Books.
Hmm.
And I'll just read a little bit. It says, London, chief city of Airstrip One, the third most populous province of Oceania. It's 1984, and Julia Worthing works as a mechanic fixing the novel writing machines in the fiction department at the Ministry of Truth. Under the ideology of Ingsoc and the rule of the party and its leader, Big Brother, Julia is a model citizen, cheerfully cynical, believing in nothing, and caring not at all about politics. She routinely breaks the rules, but also collaborates with the regime whenever necessary. Everyone likes Julia, a diligent member of the Junior Anti-Sex League, though she is secretly promiscuous. She knows how to survive in a world of constant surveillance, thought police, news speak, doublethink, child spies, and the black markets of the pro neighborhoods. She's very good at staying alive, but Julie becomes intrigued by a colleague from the records department, a mid level worker of the outer party called Winston Smith. I'm going to stop there.
Oh, so
I
this is a retelling of 1984.
and I gotta read it.
I don't know. I'm scared.
I gotta read it.
Ooh, I'm scared. I feel like a lot of people just butcher 1984.
I
Uh,
have I have I got to get my hands on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You read it and tell me if you
I
like it,
will.
and
I
then
absolutely
maybe I'll
will.
contemplate
Yes, I
reading it.
absolutely will. Yes.
So the only other physical book I have, I don't even have like um I have like, what do they call this? This is like a bound this is a bound manuscript. This isn't even like the arc.
Okay.
I've had this for a while and I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
This is Brainworms by Alison Rumfitt. Like I obviously started reading it on the train, like a couple pages, and then I don't know, I get distracted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Alison Rumfitt wrote Tell Me I'm Worthless, and I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely loved that. And so this is their next book. It comes out on the 10th of October. It says when a transphobic woman bombs Frankie's workplace, she blows up Frankie's life with it. As the media descends like vultures, Frankie tries to cope with the carnage, binge drinking, sleeping with strangers, pushing away her friends, and then she meets Vanya, mysterious, beautiful, terrifying Vanya. The two hit it off immediately. But as their relationship intensifies, so too does Frankie's feeling that Vanya is hiding something from her. When Vanya's secrets threaten to tear them apart, Frankie starts digging and unearths a sinister, depraved conspiracy, the roots of which go deeper than she ever imagined. Shocking, grotesque, and downright filthy, Brainworms confronts the creepy reality of political terrorism while exploring the depths of love, pain, and identity. Um, I think
Yes.
probably the best thing about well, there's a lot of really good things in my humble opinion about Tell Me I'm Worthless. One of the best things about it is how balanced it is
Mm-hmm.
between um, the turf character and the trans character, and just there is um, obviously an inherent bias in the story, as Alison Brumfitt is a trans author, but the way they handle it is like these two characters, they're both given like equal sort of weight in the story to like present their sides is kind of what is yeah, and then kind of everything comes to head. And then there's just so much. It's so good. It's so good. Just go read Tell Me I'm Worthless and then
I
get this
will.
on
I
October 10th.
will. Okay. Yeah, I certainly will. Oh, that sounds really good though.
It's good, right?
Mm.
And I mean, it's got a lot of it's very like dynamic, and it's so hard for me. You know, like you read something and you love it, and so then sometimes you love it so much it's hard for you to even articulate how you love it.
Yes.
That's how I feel with Tell Me I'm Worthless. And then sometimes I watch other
Yes.
people's reviews and I'm like, yes, that's what it is. That.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling
But
that way
I
about a
really love
book I finished yesterday that I'm not going to mention because that's for our next episode. But like, I loved it so much, I started reading it again right after I finished it
it. Mhm.
because I just had to. So, yeah, things happen. All right.
Mhm.
This next one, my last one, is from our girl Ainsley Hogarth, author of
Ooh,
Mother Thing,
nice.
Normal Women. And
Ooh,
I know it's so exciting, yeah. And this comes out October 10th from Vintage
nice.
in paperback, just like her first one. So that's great. It'll be like $17, so that's wonderful.
Oh, we love that.
Um, right? So it says, in
Such a
this
good choice.
darkly comic story about how we value female labor and don't, a new mother becomes embroiled in a dangerous mystery when her friend, a controversial entrepreneur, goes missing. When her daughter Lottie was born, Danny had welcomed the chance to be a stay-at-home mother, to be good at something for once. But now Danny can't stop thinking about her seemingly healthy husband Clark dropping dead, not because she hates him, not right now anyway, but because it's become abundantly clear to Danny that if he dies, she and Lottie will be left destitute. And then Danny discovers the temple. I'll just stop there. I know, I know, I want to read this, obviously.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Normal Woman by Ainsley Hogarth coming out October 10th from Vintage. I'm
Hmm.
excited.
I'll have to keep
I'm
an eye
excited to
on
see like
my
where this
emails.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think in probably the most obvious for Alyssa, what was Alyssa anticipating for fall? Oh, could it be Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree? Yes, yes, it is. Comes out on November 7th. I already have an ALC of the audiobook, so I have no excuses. I will get it done before this
Mhm.
is out. I will actually read something in advance. And this is a prequel to the smash hit Legends and Lattes. All right. So this gives us a glimpse into the battle worn orc Viv's younger life while she is still in her mercenary adventuring phase. After sustaining an injury, she finds work at a bookshop and starts to learn what it's like to live a quieter, more peaceful life. And of course, she makes friends along the way. I just need a hug. I mean, after Booker season, which I'm still not even done with, I've got two
Wait a
books I'm
minute.
slogging through.
Oh, I thought you
Uh,
were completely done because it's. I mean, you seem like you've been really like rolling through
I
them.
have two left, and
Which two? I need to know.
Prophet Song,
Okay,
which
that's about that thick, right?
is terrible. And then st- Study for Obedience, which was the shortest one on the list. So I'll
Okay.
just bang that out. That's not a big deal. But people seem to really like that. So
Oh, okay.
when I got down to the last two in like the Discord, I was like, oh, which one should I read? Which one's better? Like, which one are people liking more? And
Yeah,
they were all like Study for Obedience. So I was like, we'll
yeah.
leave that one for
For
last. We'll
last.
leave on
Mm-hmm.
like a good note.
Smart lady. Smart lady.
I have
Mm-hmm.
two left, and I'm maybe like a third of the way through Prophet Song, but I mean, I neither of those have audiobooks or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I only have like the ebooks that I
Yeah.
managed to track down. Um, so I only have those as options. So
Okay.
I have
But
to
you're
like be
not
home.
enjoying Prophet Song at the moment, or you
No,
are? Okay. Roger
no,
that. Roger that.
no.
Got it.
Uh, that book is like some lit bros fever dream reimagining of 1984, and I do not enjoy it.
Oh, well, that got weird. Hmm,
Sorry,
okay.
I don't like it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So
So
excited
yeah,
for you. Okay.
yeah. Preview of my review coming soon. Um,
Yeah. I tried to read Legends and Lattes and I gave up. I don't understand. I just knew I was gonna
I
like
don't
this
think
book.
you're like a cozy
I
person
think
though.
I'm not cozy at all.
I think you need like, yeah, no, you're not cozy because you
My
also don't.
idea of cozy is like a Trading in Danger, or like
No,
or like a Game of Thrones book. I think I'm not cut out for the cozy because I was like, ugh, snooze fest. Stop it. Like I couldn't find the cuteness in it. I I couldn't find all the things in it that people really enjoy about a cozy fantasy. I was like, I'm done with this.
it hurts me that you couldn't find the cuteness in it
I
when
tried.
there is
I
like,
tried so hard.
when there's a small mouth ratkin that makes pastries.
I was just so
And there's
bored.
pastries and other like coffee related puns, and like you don't.
Listen, again,
Look, we all like different things, but I'm just telling you that my brain is trying to process this, and
I
it's
know.
like,
I
what is
know.
wrong with you?
I had to process it too. I had to process it too because I thought for a long time that whenever I do get around to reading this book, I'm going to really enjoy it. I just knew that in my mind, and I did not.
I don't know.
It's
It's like a
fine.
warm hug. Makes me
It's
happy.
fine. It's fine
Sorry.
because I have Traded in Danger and I have
That's
Elizabeth
fine.
Moon, so
That's
it's
fine.
fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a book recommendation
Oh my
while you're
gosh.
breaking my heart.
This book that I recently read. Oh gosh. All right, Astra House, I love you. I'm so glad that we're now a coupling. I just love it. So they had a book on their list called My Men by Victoria Keeland, and it's
Hmm.
translated from the I think Norwegian by Damien Searles. So this is a book about a female serial killer. It's
Oh, we
very
like that.
short,
We like
but
female serial killers. We need more of those in this world.
right, we open. I'm just saying. What is her name?
Just a thought for anybody
Brynhild,
looking for something to do.
right? All right. So we open with Brynhild, and she's working in some house, but she's like having this, super like big love affair with the man of the house, and she's so in love, and it's they're making out all the time, and it's just all the good gushy things. And I guess she leaves that job and she goes back home, and sometime later she goes to America to be with her sister.
Hmm.
And her sister got her set up there, she's got a job and all that good stuff, and she meets this guy and she falls in love, he's great or whatever. And they have you know they have a really difficult time conceiving their own children, so
Hmm.
they basically like foster and adopt children or whatever. And so all throughout the beginning of this book, you don't really know exactly what she's fighting, but she's fighting something like in her mind, like things maybe her inner self is telling herself, and she's fighting against not so good thoughts, many evil thoughts that she's fighting against. So there's this really like push and pull with herself of fighting the devil on the shoulder, trying to be a good decent person, trying to live a good decent life. And this is not one of those books where things are written in a chaotic way. Everything is like very quiet, in a sense. It's like it's like a calmness to the chaotic things that are happening in her mind. So moving forward in the story, her husband dies, and she decides to put out these ads for men. And I'm not going to tell you
Hmm.
why she does it because I want you to read that for yourself. But she gets all these men, and for the specific purpose, and she's like really full of desire. She wants the love of a man. She wants to be with men intimately, but also there's this like a quiet rage in her. It's like she's boiling, about to pop over, but no one knows it. The way
Hmm.
this was written was just so, I don't know. I don't know, like it's so silent, but like rageful on the inside. It's like someone being trapped in a cage in a basement that no one can hear them screaming, but they're like screaming their heads off. That's how this felt. Anyway, I can't give any more away because this book really had my jaw on the floor. She's so like calculated and very cunning, but like on the
Hmm.
outside, She seems quasi normal, like she seems like a good loving mother, she seems like a good woman, but man, on the inside there is shit going on. And it is a little terrifying. But again, very quiet book. Nothing is like raw on the page. Very quiet. Quiet rage. If I could just describe that in 2 words, quiet rage. And when you find out what she did at the end, you're just gonna put this book down and you're just gonna walk away and just go sit in the corner and think about what the hell you just read. That's what's gonna happen. Because that's what I did.
All right.
That's what I
Sounds
did.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
it sounds
Men
really good.
by Victoria Keeland. Thank you, Astra House.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever heard of that book before other than you talking about it. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I think you would really enjoy it as well.
Oh, probably. I
Oh
like
yeah.
angry women who kill people.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
what's wrong with me?
What's wrong
I
with me?
So I know I've talked about this before on here as like an anticipated read or something like that, but I finally have read it and I'm sort of on a mission to get more people to read it. So I'm going to just put it in here. And that is The Warden by Daniel N. Ford. And this is a new um it's the first in a new fantasy series. And I
Hmm.
will say, and don't get turned off by this, I think there are cozy elements to it because there are little bits of slice of life throughout, but it's not all cozy and all of that. There's other things going on. There's political intrigue, etc. I'm just gonna read you the back. Um, and I very much enjoyed this. I can't wait for the next one. I'm invested.
Hmm.
There was a plan. She had the money, the connections, even the brains. It was simple: become one of the only female necromancers, pass as many certifications as she could, get a post near the capital, and then profit. The funny thing about plans is that they are seldom under your control. Now, Ellis, or Ilis, I never know how to say anybody's name, a daughter of a noble house is and a trained magister of the Lyceum, finds herself in a far removed village of Lone Pine, mending fences and delivering baby goats, serving people who want nothing to do with her. But not all is well in Lone Pine, and uh, as the villagers Ilis is reluctantly getting to know start to behave strangely, gosh, I need sleep. She begins to suspect that there is a far greater need for a warden of her talents than she previously thought. Old magics are restless, and an insignificant village on the farthest border of the kingdom might hold secrets far beyond what anybody expected. Ilis could be the only person standing between one of the greatest evils ever known and the rest of the free world. It's
Hmm.
very it's a very like interesting start. You've got this town that doesn't want her there. Everyone's
Yeah.
kind of have this like hillbilly like twangy kind of feel where you're like, "Oh, what am I doing
Yeah.
here in this remote town?" She's a little bit of she's upset, so she's bitter and like she doesn't want to be there because she really did think like she was kind of like best of the best. And she's like, why did I get this shitty posting? Is it because, like I'm a woman? Like, why did you send me here?
Hmm.
But it turns out like she really does need to do a lot. Like you know, there's like a little tavern bar that like features heavily in it. This is where like there's those little hints of like cozy stuff, like her
Yeah.
little, it's I really just enjoyed it and everybody needs to read it. But I loved how they did necromancy in here. It's not like I'm gonna raise the dead or like Gideon the Ninth kind of stuff. It's more like manipulating the body. So it's more like a healing magic than necessarily a like animating the dead magic.
Oh,
So it's like an
okay.
interesting spin on necromancy that I don't think we
Yeah.
see often, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm sure it's going to go even deeper into darker things because just the way things are going. But like right now, you have this using necromancy in a much more gentler kind of like
Hmm.
socially acceptable kind of way. And I'm as the political things kind of start to unfold, I'm sure that we will dive into darker, seedier, more evil ways of manipulating the magic and stuff. But
Okay.
I'm really enjoying it. There's some good like creaturey things in here. There's some good political intrigue. It's just,
Hmm.
you know, I really think it's lovely, and I think more people should read it. So that's that. That's what I got.
Interesting.
And I'm just gonna apologize
And
for video watchers who've had to watch me yawn for like an hour. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
she needs
I need
sleep.
sleep.
Wow. Okay. Oh, just so you know, because you and I have this person on our list of authors that we need to read, Tana French has another novel coming out
Please don't tell me.
March of next year called The Hunter. So I am going to start a Tana French next week. Can you start next week?
No, I can't,
Okay.
Naomi. I'm
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
no.
Okay.
I
All right.
had a whole TBR and I already have like 6 books that are added to it that have nothing. No. No, stop it. Stop it. You're the worst. I made myself a fantasy TBR and you're like, guess what? So let me add in something that's not on your fantasy list.
Oh my
Ruining my
gosh.
list for me.
I know. I am just bubbling over with, I've just been in that mood again, which is nice because after moving, I was just so burnt out. But now I'm just like, oh, I just want to devour everything.
Well,
So
unfortunately, I will have less reading time because I will be editing this episode.
I'm going to edit this tonight when I get back home.
I only really have tonight, so and a
Yeah.
little bit of tomorrow.
Well, we're both in editing mode. So that's that. All right, people. I hope that you found these anticipated fall releases exciting. Let us know what's on your list of anticipated reads for this fall season.
I'm
And
very curious to see what this is going to be like watching it back because remember that scene
yeah.
in Wolf of Wall Street where he thinks he's driven home all nicely and he
Yes.
wakes up the next day? That's what I feel like this is going to be like for me.
No, it's really not that bad at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. Anyway, people, follow us everywhere. TBR Lowdown. That's going to do it for us. We're out of here. Bye.
Bye. I'm sorry, I can't do that for longer. I'm too tired.